live from Kenmore West High School. I'm Stu Boyer along with Jim Craig. Dana Gunther is our producer, and today we have U14 Girls Championship Softball from the Niagara Frontier League. The Inferno against the Revenge. The Revenge is the home team, coached by Paul Wolf. The Revenge is coached by Mike Budzinski, and the Inferno is coached by Paul Wolf. And I see, Jim Craig, we see a lot of these young ladies are going to be coming up and playing for their high school teams in the very near future, so it's a good preview.
Stu, this will be exciting because now, just like you say, you're going to see some of the up-and-comers. Some of them actually played for their varsity teams this year as 8th graders and maybe even 7th graders.
Brooklyn Stuzik will lead it off against Abby McGrath. She's a right-handed hitter and a right-handed pitcher. Jack Sapansky on the bases. Dan Seisher behind home plate. And we are underway. First pitch is in there for a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1.
The battery, we've got Allison Heisler and Sophia Tatter.
The pitch, foul out of play, and the count quickly goes to 0-2. Beautiful evening for just about anything here in Western New York. Field covered in sunshine here at Kenmore West. Gorgeous field, gorgeous complex. They did a great job here at Kenmore West. Heisler fires outside, off the outside corner. The catcher, Jocelyn Wolf, was set up well off the plate. The pitch was in the spot where it was supposed to be. A good 0-2 pitch, and it was a ball. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Abby McGrath. High and outside, and the count goes to 2-2. You can hear the chatter among the crowd here at Kenmore West.
It's a sparse crowd, but a very enthusiastic one.
The 2-2 pitch, high and goes off the catcher's glove, and from 0-2 to 3-2 on the first batter of the game, Brooklyn Struzik.
You always like to get ahead of the hitter, and then now the hitter's right back ahead of the pitcher. Let's see what happens here.
The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's one away. You know what, Jim? I did this backwards. I had everything backwards. The Revenge is in the field, so I have the Inferno battery. That was Taylor Favorite, who struck out swinging. And here is the pitch. And that is Tatum Sprague is the batter. So one out and nobody on. Sprague bats left-handed. So Abby McGrath is not on the mound. As I said, I had this backwards. I'm sorry. This is Heisler, swing and a miss, strike 2. And Sophia Tata is the catcher, as you had mentioned. Yes. I wrote it down and read it backwards. My apologies.
I've done that many times.
And here is the pitch to Tatum Sprague. Bouncing ball into left field past the shortstop for a base hit. And she's going to go for 2, and she will be in there standing up. Good hustle double there by Tatum Sprague, and the Inferno gets a runner on at second with one out here in the top half of the first inning.
In the outfield for the Revenge, in left field, Olivia Mesh. In center field, Grace Gallo. And in right field, Cassidy Dabrowski.
Tori Ozinski is the batter, and she takes a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. I see a left-handed second baseman out there. Not something you see every day. Here's the pitch. Ball, 1-1, and the second baseman for the Revenge is Brooklyn Struzik.
Complimented at first base by Juliana Bainbridge.
Swing and a miss. Good pitch there. There was no way she's going to be able to do anything with that one. I don't know if I've seen a left-handed second baseman before. Have you?
I know I've seen him over the years, Stu, but not recently. It's a pretty easy throw to first, and maybe a little tough one to second.
And that pitch is high and outside for a ball, and the count goes to 2-2.
Finishing out the lineup, Kate Budzinski's at third base, and Mackenzie Ciccone at shortstop.
Chopped into center field for a base hit. That will score a run. The throw is too late. The runner goes to second. The ball gets past the catcher, and the runner will head down to third. There is no throw, and it's 1-0, the Inferno on the Osinski base hit. She just put it where they couldn't get it. 1-0. Back-to-back base hits, and now the batter is Olivia DeCou.
Take a little time out to calm things down on the defensive side, and a little bit of a conference there. It'll take a few seconds. The umpires will let them have their talk, and then want to get the game going. As plate umpire Schiesser just asked them to, here we go, let's play.
You know, interestingly enough, those two back-to-back base hits just barely eluded the infielders, who made good efforts to get to the ball. Now there's a runner on third with 1 out and 1 run in the top half of the first inning. The Inferno out to a 1-0 lead. Pitches outside, and it's ball one, 1-0. Heisler looks at her wristband, then pitches. High, ball 2, 2-0.
And you're always hoping to have the hammer and get out in front of the hitter. In this case, 2 balls, no strikes.
High fly ball down the right side, and it will land foul, strike 1. Right fielder Cassidy Dombrowski giving chase, but she had no chance to get there. And it's a 2-ball and 1-strike count here at Kenmore West.
That ball was caught. Tori Osinski, running at third base, was ready to tag and score if necessary.
There is the 2-1 pitch. Bouncing ball off the pitcher's glove. The run scores, and the runner is safe at first. Olivia DeCou makes it a 2-0 game. The ball bounced back to Heisler, and it was off the end of her glove, and DeCou is safe at first base, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Inferno, and now the batter is catcher Jocelyn Wolf. Coach Paul Wolf's daughter. She bats left-handed. Runner on first, 1 out, 2 runs in. And the runner goes. The throw down to second is not in time. Gets into center field, but players are backing up. And we have a runner at second. So the Inferno extremely aggressive on the base pass.
As you mentioned, Stu, the backup, the shortstop got in behind, and as well as the center fielder. So if that ball got away a little bit, nobody advanced.
Here comes the pitch to Wolf. Foul back onto the screen. Count goes to 1-1.
So you mentioned that the Inferno quite aggressive on the base path. A couple of bad breaks.
High and tight. Gets away from the catcher, and the runner heads down to third. So good base running there. DeCou is at third. This is one of those fields, it's all turf, the infield with the color of the dirt, but it's still turf. And, of course, the outfield, a beautiful green, like grass, but it's not grass, it's turf. Here's the pitch to Wolf. High fly ball into short left field. It'll drop in for a base hit. The run scores. It's 3-0. The throw into second base is not in time. And it's a 3-0 game, and there's a runner on second with just 1 away. 1, 2, 3, 4 straight hits. And it's a 3-0 game, and there's still a runner in scoring position. And now Maddie Wells is the batter.
That was a great read by Wolf. He waited for that ball to hit and see where it was going to go. And she took a couple of strides by first base, and then when she saw it hit the ground and go by the fielder, she took that extra base. Credited with a double on that play, Stu.
And we've got a designated runner for Wolf, number 6. I believe is her number. Pitch is outside to Maddie Wells.
That would be Taylor's favorite. And it looks like they're going with the last out in the inning.
Oh, is that how they do that? Okay, it's like the extra runner in a major league game in the extra innings. The pitch, chopped foul down the third baseline. Maddie Wells trying to keep the inning going. 3 runs are in. There's a runner on second with still only 1 away. 4 straight hits. Here's the pitch to Wells. Swing and a miss for a strike.
Good cut and a nice pitch.
One ball and 2 strikes on Wells. The pitch. High pop up. Second baseman Struzik is there and puts it away for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Abby McGrath. 2 outs and a runner on second. 3 runs in. So favorite will be off and running at the crack of the bat. Or probably most likely, if she's allowed to, the second the ball leaves the pitcher's hand.
Second that happens, she's off.
Pitch is down low for a ball, 1-0. So with 2 outs, she can. What are the base running rules here? She has to stay on the bag, or
no? They're playing the regular. I call it regular softball rules too, where she can leave the base once the ball leaves the pitcher's hand.
Well, McGrath bounces it right down to the first baseman. Juliana Bainbridge takes the high hop, steps on the bag, and the inning is over. But after 1/2 inning of play, the Inferno lead this one 3-0. You're watching U14 Championship Baseball on Western New York Athletics.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
You're watching another live stream production by 300 Level Media, LLC. 300 Level Media can highlight your business by incorporating commercials, live reads and corporate logos throughout our WNY Athletics events. WNY Athletics is the premier high school sports streaming service in New York State, covering regular season contests through the state championships and everything in between, with over 1 million views annually. If you are interested in advertising on any of our platforms, please send a message to fwolf@wnyathletics.com or call 716-427-2600. Thank you for watching.
Bottom half of the first inning, the revenge trail, the Inferno 3-0. Brooklyn Struzik, Mackenzie Sircone, and Alexis Santini, the first 3 batters scheduled to face Abby McGrath in the bottom of the first. Struzik bats left-handed. She pops it up behind home plate, and Wolf is there to make the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out on the foul pop-up. And it will bring up Mackenzie Sircone, the shortstop.
It's not always an easy play, and you want to get that mask off as soon as you can so you can see where you're going and pick up the ball. That's a tough play for the catcher.
And that ball wasn't hit that high
No.
either, making it tougher, right?
She got right under it. It was an excellent job.
There's a high fly ball deep to center fielder. Over the center fielder's Decoud's head. Sircone is in at second base, and she'll stop with a double. So Olivia Decoud went back, put the glove up, but couldn't make the catch, and there's a runner at second with 1 out.
Yeah, that was a ground rule double. It bounced in front of the fence and went over the fence, and center fielder Olivia Sircone put her hand up just to let the umpire, but they already knew.
And the pitch is in tight for a ball on Alexis Santini. That was a bit of a break, actually, for the Inferno that had bounced over the fence, because she would have had a chance to get to third if that didn't happen. Pitch is high for a ball. 2-0.
Gone are a lot of the days, Stu, where we had those open fields and those quick runners were always being helped with that. And the ball gets through, and it's a home run. But, now the fence has something to say about it.
Alexis Santini, and she fouls it back onto the screen, and it should even up the count at 2-2. Runner on second, 1 out, bottom of the first. The Inferno leading the Revenge by a score of 3-0. Right-hander Abby McGrath on the mound, high and away for a ball, and that's ball 4. And now the Revenge has something going. Runners at first and second with 1 away, and the batter now is Allison Heisler, the pitcher.
As you mentioned, Abby McGrath's on the mound, and Jocelyn Wolf was catching.
You know, swing and a miss, strike 1, 0-1. Even with 1 out, sometimes in softball, they like to play small ball and put down a bunt and force the other team to try to make a play. I don't see that happening here, but high and tight for a ball, 1-1.
Sometimes it's the greatest play I've ever seen, and that sacrifice bunt, moving the runners up, and then sometimes coaches gets frustrated with hitters who have a hard time putting that sacrifice bunt down.
High fly foul down the right side. Grace Gozlowski gives chase, but she couldn't get there. Well, my point was that force them to make the defensive play, which how many times have you seen high school teams or other softball teams not execute defensively, and then a big inning can get started.
Yep. And to your point, Stu, putting that ball in play, and we saw it in the top of the first inning. You put the ball in play, and anything can happen.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 outs. Heisler goes in the glove, and the batter now is Grace Gallo, the center fielder. First and second, 2 down. Revenge trailing the Inferno 3-0 here in the bottom half of the first inning. Big spot for Gallo. Takes a ball, 1-0.
Your first baseman is Tatum Sprague. And at shortstop, Tori Osinski, Ruby West at third.
Pitches high for a ball, 2-0.
And Taylor Favorites at second base.
2-0 on Grace Gallo, the pitch. Ball 3, 3-0. And one more ball, and the bases will be loaded. Pitch is in there for a strike. She was taking all the way there, and it's 3-1.
As was mentioned before, in right field, Grace Kuczynski, center field, Olivia DeCou, and in left field, Bianca Piccarelli.
That's ball 4, and the bases are loaded, and now the Revenge with an opportunity to do some damage here. Kate Budzinski is the batter. Big spot for the coach's daughter. She bats right-handed. Pitches up high for a ball. So McGrath has walked 2 so far in the inning.
Those walks are going to hurt you. And let's see what the defense can do if the ball's put in play.
Ball 2, 2-0. Walks will always kill you. Walks a half a run.
Sure is. It's a easy way to get on, but it's one way.
Ball 3, 3-0. Well, we'll see. My guess is she'll be taking all the way here as well, but stranger things have happened. The pitch. In there for a strike, and it's 3-1. Well, now's a chance to get a good pitch to hit here for Budzinski.
Hitter's pitch. If it's where you want it, swing at it.
Foul back onto the screen, and the count goes full at 3-2.
It was a nice pitch. It was a little high, but it was moving upward. Tough pitch to hit.
Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. She walks, and a run comes in to make it a 3-1 game. And now, that's the third walk of the inning, and Skylar LeBur is the batter, with the bases still loaded and 2 outs. Foul back onto the screen, 0-1.
Ball was right over the plate.
Swing and a miss, strike two. Runners leading from first, second, and third. The Revenge with one here so far in the first. Base hit here could tie this game up. The Inferno got 3 in the first. The pitch, high and outside. Ball 1-1-2.
Sometimes you'll see hitters knowing that pitchers are struggling to get the ball over the plate. They might take that first pitch.
Swing and a miss, strike three. Struck her out, and the inning is over. The Revenge leaves the bases loaded, but they do get a run after one complete. The Inferno 3, the Revenge 1. You're watching U14 Niagara Frontier League Championship Baseball on Western New York Athletics.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
You're watching another live stream production by 300 Level Media, LLC. 300 Level Media can highlight your business by incorporating commercials, live reads, and corporate logos throughout our WNY Athletics events. WNY Athletics is the premier high school sports streaming service in New York State, covering regular season contests through the state championships and everything in between, with over 1 million views annually. If you are interested in advertising on any of our platforms, please send a message to fwolf@wnyathletics.com or call 716-427-2600. Thank you for watching.
Bianca Fiorelli leads off, and she chops one slowly down the third baseline. That rolls foul, so it's strike one, 0-1. 3-1, the Inferno leading the Revenge here in the top half of the second inning. Here's the pitch. Fiorelli swings and misses. Strike two, 0-2. Stu Boyer and Jim Craig here from Kenmore West bringing you the game. Here's the pitch to Fiorelli. Down low for a ball. 1-2.
Let's see how this inning starts out.
The pitch. Down low, ball 2, 2-2.
Had a couple of hits, couple of miscues, and see if the Revenge have settled down just a bit.
Heisler fires. And a slow roller towards second, gloved by the second baseman, who flips to the first baseman in time for the out. Black Chief to Bainbridge, and there is one away. And the batter now is Peyton Berrigan.
Nice job by second baseman Struzik.
Now that was actually Black Chief. We got the switch while you were gone.
Oh, okay.
So
it was a nice one.
Yes.
Nice play by Black Chief. Charged that ball, and that was really important to charge it. Was hit so slow.
Pitch is in there for a strike to Peyton Berrigan, wearing number 8, and it's 0-1. The pitch in there for a strike on the inside part of the plate. That's actually Ruby West is the batter. That's number 9, not number 8, and it's 0-2 on West. So West is batting this time, not Berrigan, as you were explaining to me before the game. Chopped foul at home plate. Count holds at 0-2. What is that called? Twinning, is that what
Twinning.
it is?
That's exactly what it is. And the twinning is between 67 Figurelli and Berrigan. One of the two will bat in each inning. Doesn't make any difference, but only one.
Pitch is high and outside for a ball. So it was Fiorelli who batted this time, and now it's Ruby West with one out and nobody on base here in the top half of the second inning. And a 3-1 lead for the Inferno over the Revenge. The pitch. Down low, ball 2, 2-2. The Inferno with red pants and blue jerseys, and the Revenge in the white with Revenge in gray across the top. Bouncing ball toward short. Gloved by the shortstop. The long throw is not in time. Skylar LeBur, gloved it and threw over to first base, but Ruby West beat it out for an infield single. Funny thing about softball, Jim, unless that ball's hit really hard, you got a really good chance to beat out a lot of them if it's hit to a certain part of the infield.
Stu, that's exactly what you did. It was kind of a medium speed ball, and shortstop came fairly hard on it, but you just couldn't make the play.
Grace Kozlowski is the batter with Ruby West on first base. That's Skylar LeBur at shortstop now. The pitch. Bouncing ball gloved by Heisler, the pitcher, to second for one. The throw back to first is not in time. So 2 away and a runner on at first on the fielder's choice, 1-6. And it'll take us back to the top of the batting order for Taylor Favorite. 2 outs and a runner on at first. Favorite struck out swinging her first time up. And there's a bouncing ball into center field for a base hit. And the Inferno has runners at first and second with 2 away. And that will bring up Tatum Sprague, who got a base hit and scored a run her first time up. You know what you can see, Jim, if you watched any of the varsity girls softball this year, you can see that these young kids are up and coming and not quite at that level. Does that make any sense to you? And there goes the runner to third. The throw is not in time, and there's a runner. Now there are runners at first and third with 2 down.
It makes perfect sense to me, Stu, and these are the developmental times when kids play their travel ball, and they learn, they're taught. Hopefully good coaches, and in most cases they are.
Swing and a miss, and there goes the runner to second, and there will be no throw. So now there's runners at second and third with 2 down, and big spot for Tatum Sprague here. 3-1. The Revenge trying to get out of this inning without any damage. Swing and a miss. Ball gets past the catcher, Tata, but no room for anyone to advance.
Probably have the right hitter up here. In her first at bat, Tatum Sprague had a double. And
there's a line drive over the third baseman's glove into left field. That'll score 2, and Sprague is on her way to second with a 2-run double. Perfectly placed over the outstretched backhand glove of the third baseman, and it's a 5-1 lead for the Inferno. Well done by Tatum Sprague. She just kind of reached out and punched it, and the third baseman, Budzinski, tried to backhand it. It was just over her glove. Tori Ozinski is the batter. She got a base hit and scored a run in the first inning. It's 5-1 now, the Inferno with the lead. The pitch. Outside. Runner from second's way off, but there's no throw. Way off the second base bag, I should say. Tori Ozinski, the shortstop for the Inferno, is the batter. The pitch. Down low. Ball 2, 2-0.
Nice job by Tata that keep that ball in front of her.
Here's the pitch. Up high for a ball, 3-0. 3 balls and no strikes on Tori Ozinski. Olivia DeCou is next. She's the next scheduled hitter. In there for a strike, 3-1.
That pitch just hit the inside corner. Really tough pitch to hit.
Heisler fires. In there for a strike, and the count goes to 3-2. On the Inferno shortstop, who steps out of the batter's box, takes a practice swing or two, and now steps back in, taps the end of the bat on home plate, and stares out at the pitcher, Allison Heisler. And here comes the 3-2 pitch, way outside, ball 4. And there are runners at first and second with 2 away as the inning continues. And now it'll be Olivia DeCoux got a base hit and scored a run back in the first inning.
Heisler battled back there, but just not enough.
And here's the pitch. High pop up way up in the air. Third baseman Budzinski is there and makes the catch to retire the side. But they add a couple of runs, and after an inning and a half, the Inferno 5, the Revenge 1. You're watching U14 Championship Softball on Western New York Athletics.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
You're watching another live stream production by 300 Level Media, LLC. 300 Level Media can highlight your business by incorporating commercials, live reads, and corporate logos throughout our WNY Athletics events. WNY Athletics is the premier high school sports streaming service in New York State, covering regular season contests through the state championships and everything in between, with over 1 million views annually. If you are interested in advertising on any of our platforms, please send a message to fwolf@wnyathletics.com.
Bottom half of the second inning, and the first pitch to Cassidy Dombrowski is a little low for a ball, 1-0. The Inferno with a 5-1 lead here in the bottom half of the second inning. The Revenge had a big opportunity. Oh, there's a high foul fly off to the right. The Revenge had a big chance in the first inning when they loaded the bases, but could only push 1 run across. The Inferno got 3 in the first, 2 in the second. So we'll see how the Revenge responds here. The pitch. A little bit low and inside, and the count goes to 1-1.
So far as we get about halfway through the orders, it looks like a lot of these kids are used to swinging the bat. So we'll see what happens in the innings to come.
High pop-up. McGrath corrals it on the mound for the first out of the inning. 1 away. The batter now is Juliana Bainbridge. Another right-handed batter for the Revenge. The pitch. Inside and low, ball 1, 1-0.
It's a good thought. Good thought by Abby McGrath. Just missed inside and down.
The pitch. Foul out of play. Strike 1, 1-1. A lot of people might not know this about you, Jim, but you used to be an umpire, didn't you? You umpired baseball and softball.
Baseball and softball, mostly softball, Stu, for I guess a lot of years.
That's the best way to put it. Swing and a miss, strike 2. For a long time.
For a long time, and enjoyed every minute of it, I gotta say.
When you umpired, did you wear glasses?
No.
Did you wear contact lenses?
No, didn't anything. That's kind of a new thing the last 5 or 6 years with me with glasses.
Up high for a ball. Because I know that certain fans probably suggested a pair from time to time.
I was just about to say there's a few coaches that thought I might. Should have worn it.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. She went for that high rising ball. 2 up and 2 down here. The batter now is the catcher, Sophia Tata. 2 outs and nobody on in the bottom half of the second inning for the Revenge. The pitch. 1 hopper to third, gloved by Ruby West. The throw to first bounces, picked up by the first baseman, Tatum Sprague, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Good play to end the inning by the first baseman. And after 2 complete, it is the Inferno 5, the Revenge 1. You're watching Western New York Athletics Girls U14 Championship Softball.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Top half of the third inning, and the Inferno swinging the bats well, and it's Jocelyn Wolf leading off. She got a base hit and a run batted in the first. Ellison Heisler winds it up and fires. High and tight for a ball, 1-0. Top of the third, the Inferno 5, the Revenge 1. The pitch. Ball 2 to Wolf, low and outside.
I think we mentioned before that her dad's the coach, and
Yeah.
he does more coaching too. I think you'll tell that story a little later on in the show.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one, 2-1. Jocelyn is his, pretty sure he said his middle daughter. He has 3 daughters. And, of course, he coaches the Diesel and will be headed back to the World Series in Michigan. I believe that's the Muni AAA Baseball World Series. And I think they're 3-time defending champions, so good luck as they try to four-peat. Foul back right at us. The count evens up at 2-2. And, of course, Paul is the brother of Frank Wolf, who is the man who owns, runs, and does a little bit of everything for Western New York Athletics. We hope you're enjoying the game here on Western New York Athletics tonight. The pitch. Line down the right field line. Fair ball. Gets past the right fielder. Santini. Wolf hits second. And she's headed for third. And she will stop at third with a triple to start the inning. Jocelyn Wolf pops one down the right field line that gets past the right fielder. And she has a leadoff triple here in the top of the third. And now it's Maddie Wells, the extra hitter. And it looks like we're going to get a runner for Wolf again. Looks like number 17. And we'll see who that is.
DeCou? Olivia DeCou.
And there's a slow roller down the third baseline, glove by the third baseman to throw to first. High and wide, the run scores, and Wells heads to second base. So it's and Wells is going to head for third. A slow roller down the line, gloved by the third baseman, LeBur, and she was running almost even with Wolf down, with the runner for Wolf down the line, and couldn't get a tag on her and threw over to first base, and it was high and wide, so the run scores 6-1 now, and there's a runner at third with nobody out. And the scheduled hitter is Abby McGrath, and she was retired by the first baseman her first time up. So there's a meeting on the mound for the Revenge squad, and now they all go back to their positions. Runner on third, nobody out, a run in. 6-1, the Inferno with the lead. And I remember, this is the championship game here. It's a winner-take-all game. And also remember how aggressive the Inferno have been on the base pass. Pitch is high and away, ball 1-0.
And you'll see that you mentioned high school softball. A lot of what you see in high school softball is smart reads and take that extra base when you get a chance. And just like you've mentioned, that's what the Inferno has done up to this point in the game.
It's a ball inside, 2-0. Now, I've seen a few high school teams with a runner on third and nobody out. They'll have the batter lay down a bunt. High and outside, gets past the catcher. The runner will not advance. The ball hit Tata's glove and went back to the screen, but there's not a lot of room in foul territory here at Kenmore West, and the runner, Wells, smartly decided not to try to score. 6-1 now, the Inferno with the lead. Here's the pitch to McGrath, in there for a strike. Count goes to 3-2.
It's good hustle by Tata just to get back there and prevent that runner from scoring.
The 3-2 pitch, called strike 3. Excuse me, that was strike 2. I thought it was strike 3, but now the count is full, 3-2.
It was a nice pitch just on the outside corner. Heisler.
The 3-2 pitch, foul out of play, and the count holds at 3-2.
Coaches try to instill on their hitters to protect that plate when they got 2 strikes, and that was a nice job.
Heisler taking her time here. And now she winds and fires. Called strike 3. Struck her out for the first out of the inning. Good pitch at the knees and the outside corner, and there's one away. The batter now is Bianca Fiorelli, who bounced out to the second baseman her first time up. Runner still at third, 1 run in and 1 out here in the top of the third. And here's the pitch to Bianca. Down low for a ball, 1-0.
Again, focus.
Hold on here. This is Peyton Berrigan. So it looks like she's batting this time. Would that be correct?
Yes, that's the
Okay, that's the
Twins.
in there for a strike. Count evens at 1-1. So Fiorelli bounced out her first time up, and now this is Berrigan's first at bat.
Yes.
The pitch. Down low, and Tata with a nice stop. Lost the ball briefly. Apparently when they make out these lineups, they do not realize how this will destroy my score sheet. Not that they care. Because I'm the one who usually makes the mistake. I say, oh, yeah, I see what I did there. If I can go back and fix it. Here's the pitch to Berrigan. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Well, Stu, for full disclosure, I was putting that right on mine too, so we were both making a mistake.
I bet the man in front of us who just got up went to check his scorecard too. Same reason. Pitch is down low for a ball. See, he's checking his scorecard. I'll bet you he's doing the same thing.
We're not the only one confused up here.
Well, let's face it, we are easily confused. Here's the pitch. Up high, ball 4, and now they're runners at first and third with 1 away. Oh, look, and I was going to write that in on Peyton Fiorelli's spot instead of Berrigan. See what I mean? Because there's an empty spot there. And now the batter is Ruby West, who was retired. The pitcher to the shortstop, her first time up. First and third, 1 away. In there for a strike. There goes the runner down to second. There will not be a throw. Berrigan steals seconds as the Inferno continues to be aggressive. And they take away the force play at second base. Here's the pitch to Ruby West. And it gets past the catcher. The runners move up. The throw, the tag. Ooh, safe at home plate on a very close play. Tata went back and got the bounce off the backstop and put the tag on the runner sliding in. But Wells beat the tag. And now there's a runner at third. And that is Berrigan with just 1 away. And it's a 7-1 game. Very close play at the plate.
Good play at the plate. And Dan Sheezer, the plate umpire, had a nice angle on that. So it's a tough play, and you want to make sure that you got the best angle. Try to look through that tag as best you can, and be between the defense and the offense, and you get the best view of what's going to happen.
Here's the pitch. Ooh, must have been high. It's a ball, 3-0 on Ruby West. The pitch. Chopped. Gloved by the third baseman. A long throw to first in time. The runner comes to the plate and scores. And now it's an 8-1 game. That is the third run of the inning. West is retired, the third baseman to the first baseman. That is Skylar LeBeur to Juliana Bainbridge. And the batter now is Grace Kozlowski. It's an 8-1 game in favor of the Inferno. The pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. See, the man who had the score sheet hasn't come back yet, so he's more confused than we are.
If that's possible.
Good point. Foul down the first baseline, jammed her, and hit it off the handle, right off the hands. Top of the order is next if the Inferno cannot get this final out here of the inning. The pitch. Bouncing ball into center field for a base hit. Kozlowski gets another hit. And that'll bring up the top of the order in Taylor Favorite. The pitch is a ball to Favorite. Favorite struck out swinging, got a base hit and scored, so she's 1 for 2 on the day. It's the top of the third, and this is her third at-bat already. Kozlowski on at first base with 2 down. High fly ball way up in the air to deep center field. The center fielder is there, makes the catch, falls down, and hangs on to it, does Grace Gallo, and that'll bring the top of the third to a close. Put a star by that one, a nice catch, but they add 3 runs, and after 2.5, it is 7-1, or did I miss one? It's 8-1. 8-1. 8-1. The Inferno leading the Revenge, and you're watching Girls Championship Softball on Western New York Athletics.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Bottom half of the third inning, and the Revenge. Olivia Mesh, the left fielder, will lead off. This is her first at bat. The Revenge trailing this one 8-1. They've got a big hill to climb. This is Mesh's first at bat. She fouls one off to the left on a play, 0-1.
Let's see if the bottom of the order, Stu, can get things going for the Revenge.
Well, somebody's going to have to give them a bit of a jump start here. Pitch is up high for a ball, 1-1 on Olivia Mesh. Abby McGrath puts that glove up over her eyes to shield herself from the sun and pitches. And it's down low for a ball, 2-1 on Mesh.
A lot of times you'll see the bigger hitters struggle, at least in the first time around, and sometimes the people down in the order can help them out and get things going for them.
Well, if you're going to win, you're going to need those folks at the bottom of the order generally to do some damage, or at least turn the order over to give those other hitters more opportunities. A pitch to Mesh. High and tight. Oh, ball 4. She draws a base on ball. She checked her swing and heads down to first base. So a leadoff walk for Olivia Mesh, and the batter now is Amaya Blackchief. Nobody out, runner on at first. 8-1, the Inferno leading the Revenge here in the bottom of the third.
Sometimes it just takes good eyes and concentration, and in that case, Olivia Mesh kept from swinging at bad pitches, and now is runner at first base.
Pitches the ball, 1-0. This is also Amaya Black Chief's first at bat of the game. Back to the top of the order, and Brooklyn Struzik is next. Outside for a ball, and Abby McGrath has seemingly, at least for the moment, struggling to find the strike zone. The pitch. Foul back onto the screen. There's a strike. One thing with turf like this, the umpire doesn't really have to take the brush and brush off home plate because there's no dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch. Foul back onto the screen. The count evens at 2-2. Right? See, we can see clearly how home plate from here. 2-2 on Black Chief. Runner on first, nobody out. Bottom of the third. 8-1 Inferno leading the Revenge. The pitch. Up high. Good eye. She laid off that one.
She sure did lay off. Seems like she was looking at it, and that bat was cocked, but she never went for it. So.
It's hard to lay off that high, hard one. The pitch. In there for a called strike 3, and there's 1 away. Nothing she could do about that one. And back to the top of the order for Brooklyn Struzik, who fouled out to the catcher her first time up. 1 out and a runner on at first. The pitch. Ball 1-0. Must have been a little bit outside. The pitch. He squares the bunt. Up high, ball 2, and the runner, Mesh, gets back to first base as Wolf gave a long look that way.
A good lead, looked like something was on, and got back without a throw.
Pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. I'm sure, Jim, from the time you started umpiring until today, the quality of play has dramatically improved, maybe tenfold or more, as more young ladies play softball and have been playing softball. So it's got to be a whole different game than when you started, which is not to say that, all I'm saying is you did it for a while.
Yeah, and that's, and Stu, I couldn't agree with you more. And I think there's a lot of reasons for it. Starting out, there's a lot of places now that are indoor, that go 12 months a year. They have clinics and work with the kids year round. And I think that's the biggest deal we have here is that the kids get to work, and there's a more and more emphasis on getting in shape and legs, arms, and so on and so forth. A lot of kids go to different places that focus on what they need to be better softball players. So there's a lot of good reasons, but you're 100% right.
Struzik took a strike, fouled the pitch off, and now she chops one back, and McGrath gloves it and flips it to Sprague over at first for the second out of the inning, and Mesh moves over to second. And there are 2 away as Struzik is retired. The pitcher to the first baseman, and the batter now is Mackenzie Sircone, who got a base hit and scored the only Revenge run back in the first inning. Runner on second, that's Olivia Mesh with 2 down here in the bottom of the third, and foul right back at us, 0-1.
Another example of what you were saying before, it's tough to lay off that high pitch. That was a pretty high pitch. She had a good cut at it.
That's not just a softball thing, that's a baseball thing too. Here's the pitch. Down low for a ball, 1-1.
A lot of times as you move up a little higher in the 18Us and the travels.
Swing and a
Pitcher-
miss for a strike. Go ahead.
Pitchers have more choices of pitches, and a lot of them use that rise ball to as their headed hitters, and that rise ball starts at about their shoulders and goes up. And
Chopped down the third baseline. Fair ball, gloved by the third baseman. The throw to first is not handled by the first baseman, and the runner comes streaking down the line at third, and they will wind up with runners at second and third. As Ruby West gloved it, threw a one-hopper to Tatum Sprague, and it bounced away from her, and the runners wind up at second and third, and the batter now is Alexis Santini, who walked her first time up. Second and third, 2 away, bottom of the third. High fly ball into right field. The right fielder gets under it, puts the glove up, and Grace Kozlowski makes the catch, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, 1 walk, and 2 left on base. After 3 complete, the Inferno 8, Revenge 1. You're watching Girls U14 Championship Softball on Western New York Athletics.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
You're watching another live stream production by 300 Level Media, LLC. 300 Level Media can highlight your business by incorporating commercials, live reads and corporate logos throughout our WNY Athletics events. WNY Athletics is the premier high school sports streaming service in New York State, covering regular season contests through the state championships and everything in between, with over 1 million views annually. If you are interested in advertising on any of our platforms, please send a message to fwolf@wnyathletics.com or call 716-427-2600. Thank you for watching.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
And we have a pitching change for the Revenge. Allison Heisler is replaced by Olivia Mesh as we start the top half of the 4th inning, and Tatum Sprague will lead off. She's 2 for 2 with 2 runs batted in and a run scored. As it's 8-1, the Inferno leading the Revenge here in the top half of the 4th inning. These are 7-inning games. Here's the pitch. And it low, and it bounces past the catcher, and it goes all the way back to the screen. Ball 1-1-0. Sprague, Ozinski, and Deku, the first 3 batters scheduled to face Olivia Mesh, who started the game in left field. The pitch. Low and outside. Nice stop by Sophia Tata. The Revenge shifting players defensively inning by inning. Just about every inning they've made a defensive change or 2. Pitch is high and tight for a ball. 3-0 on the leadoff batter.
the viewers probably noticed the plate umpire putting his left hand out, and that meant that there was an illegal pitch on the play. The result's going to be the same. It's still going to be a ball. But there's things you have to go through on the mound. I won't get, but she didn't have her. She separated her hands, I think, twice is what it was. So it's an illegal pitch. Still ball 3.
And that is what Dan Sir, the home plate umpire, is explaining, or explained, as you just explain for our audience, to the pitcher. Swing and a miss, strike one. The count goes to 3-1 on Tatum Sprague. It's a great opportunity for these young girls to have a chance to play in a championship game. Up high, ball four. Because if you think about it, it may never happen, and you don't know what your high school team is going to be like. It could be good now, but when you get there, nobody knows. And so hopefully you're the best you can be and can maybe carry your team, but that's not going to happen to and for everybody. Tori Osinski is the batter. She's 1 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. The pitch. Up high, ball one, 1-0.
I think one of the biggest things, again, it looked like, again, she used the double pump. And once you bring them together, after they're together and you're on the pitcher's plate, once you separate them, you got to come to the plate. You got to throw the pitch.
Oh, and that is what Dan Seisher is explaining to her and the coach.
She's trying to have the coach come out to help her out.
Well, some of that could just be nerves. Maybe she hasn't pitched too much. And maybe, sometimes when you're down in a game 8-1, maybe you're trying a little too hard. You can't get it back all at once, and she obviously wants to stop their team and keep them where they're at. And that's like, what, the second or third illegal pitch?
That's the second one that he's called so far. And again, one of the things that as an umpire at this level you want to do is try to work with them, and that's exactly why the coach went out to talk to her.
The pitch. Popped foul, back out of play. Count evens at 1-1. Now, what happens if there's an illegal pitch and they say ground into a double play or hit into a home run, as the umpire now goes out and is explaining and demonstrating to Olivia Mesh what she needs to do to make the pitch legal? As you said, he's trying to help her. So if it's an illegal pitch and the batter grounds into a double play, no one's going to complain. But if the batter hits a home run, then it's not a home run. Is that correct?
In that situation, because it's an illegal pitch, it's a ball on the batter. Okay, and in that situation, where they ground into a double play, it would still be an illegal pitch and a ball on the batter. So the batter would come back, the runners would come back, and the count would be whatever it is, in addition, a ball added to the count.
All right, so no matter what, if it's an illegal pitch, the play doesn't happen, it's just a ball.
On that particular situations too, yes. And we'll get in, after this pitch, we'll get into the next situation.
The pitch. Ooh, high and tight, ball four, and back-to-back walks to start the inning. So if it's called an illegal pitch and the batter hits a home run, is that just an illegal pitch and the batter comes back and doesn't get the home run?
It all depends. In that situation, the offended coach, if all runners advanced at least one base, so home run, everybody would advance one base, the offended coach would be the one that would have a choice to whether to take the pitch, the illegal pitch, or the result of the play. Obviously, in the situation you just described, it would be definitely the result of the play. However, giving you another example, if you had a runner at third with one out, illegal pitch, and now the hitter flies to right field and the runner scores. Now maybe they want to take the run, or they want to bring that hitter up again.
Olivia DeCoux rockets a foul ball down the left field line, and that's a strike. Runners at first and second with nobody out here in the top of the fourth, and the Inferno already leading the Revenge 8-1. DeCoux got a base hit, stole a base, scored a run on the first, and was retired by the third baseman in the second. The pitch up high for a ball.
That's where the umpires have to understand the rules and be able to explain to the coach exactly what the options are.
The pitch, way outside. Nice stop by the catcher, Tata.
She's played a very nice game back there. She moves, she uses her body to block the ball. She keeps the ball in front of her when she can. She's done a really nice job.
Awful lot of traffic on the bases for the Inferno tonight. Here's the pitch. Chop foul at home plate. That was odd. Looked like she she fouled it down, came straight up, and it hit the bat. And it's a 3-2 count on Olivia DeCou. Here in the top of the fourth with the Inferno up 8-1. Runners at first and second and nobody out. The pitch. Bounced foul down the first baseline, and the count holds at 3-2.
It was a nice pitch by him. Actually, it was just a good job to get rid of it. And DeCou did a nice job of getting rid of it. The pitch is inside, kind of jammed her a little bit.
The 3-2 pitch. Bouncing ball toward the shortstop. The flip to third is not in time, and everybody's safe. She thought, Cassidy Dombrowski, that she might have had a play at third. She flipped to the third baseman, Skylar LeBur, but was not in time. The ball might have been bobbled a little bit. And now the bases are loaded with nobody out. And the batter is Jocelyn Wolf, who's 2 for 2 with a run batted in and a run scored. And we'll get a meeting on the mound. And while that meeting takes place, let's take a quick break. You're watching U14 Girls Championship Softball on Western New York Athletics.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus.
Jocelyn Wolf, the batter. Bases loaded, nobody out. Top of the fourth, the pitch. Down low and outside, ball 1-0 on Wolf. 8-1 here in favor of the Inferno. It's a winner-take-all championship game. And on August 1st, pretty soon, the fall high school sports pitches inside, ball 2-0, will start practicing as they get set for the fall high school sports season. And who knows how many of these young ladies in the future will we see on the diamond for Section 6 or the Monsignor Martin schools having an opportunity to play at the varsity level. Chop foul down the first baseline.
This is a great opportunity for them playing the full summer to be able to hone their skills and learn from their coaches. And there's a lot of clinics around, too, that they can go to. So hopefully we'll see them all that want to be there.
Here's the pitch. High and outside. Count evens at 2-2. Olivia Mesh trying to work out of a jam. Big time jam. Bases loaded. Nobody out. The pitch. High and tight, ball 4. Make it a third walk of the inning and a 9-1 lead. Now, Jim, you were just explaining what the rule is in terms of mercy rule.
I go back to a few years ago when I was umpiring in the Niagara Frontier League. There was a 10-run rule, but there's a lot of different rules. 10-run would be after 5, 4.5, or 5 innings. And in this case, the home team is down, so they get a chance to bat for their 5th time. But again, it could be 8 runs, and it might even be something after 4. There's a lot of different run rules in a lot of different organizations.
Maddie Wells swings and misses. Bases loaded, nobody out, a run in, 9-1 the Inferno. The pitch. Down low for a ball. Bases still loaded. 3 walks in the inning. Olivia Mesh coming on to pitch, taking over for Allison Heisler. She's had a little trouble with her control. There's the pitch to Maddie Wells. Foul off the end of the bat down the first baseline. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Maddie Wells. Dan Seisher behind the plate. Jeff Sapansky on the base pass. And there's been a lot of traffic on those base pass. The pitch, way outside. Nice stop by Tata. And it's a 2-2 count on Maddie Wells. The pitch. High and tight, ball 3, 3-2. Could be the 4th walk of the inning. The pitch to Wells. Inside, ball 4, make it a 10-1 game. And that's the 4th walk of the inning. And the bases are still loaded.
You see Coach Pazinski come out.
He's going to make a change. We're going to have a pitching change, looks like. So let's take a quick break. That's the 4th walk of the inning, the 2nd run. So it's 10-1, the Inferno leading the Revenge here in the top half of the 4th inning. You're watching Girls U14 Championship Softball on Western New York Athletics.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
So we have a pitching change, and Allison Heisler is back on the mound. Olivia Mesh came in and really struggled with her control, so Heisler returns. The bases are loaded. Abby McGrath is the batter. 2 runs are in. There were 4 walks and an infield hit, and that turned into a couple of runs, and now Heisler will try to work out of this jam. 10-1, Jim. So a tough spot for Heisler to come back into. Bases loaded, nobody out. Can't ask for much tougher.
Let's see how she responds.
Pitch is down low, a ball, 1-0.
Sometimes you take this as a tough spot, which it is, and then hopefully for her it's a challenge, and see how she comes about and responds to the challenge.
Here's the pitch. High and tight, ball 2, 2-0.
Sometimes, even though you pitched before, as she did, and she got 5 warm-ups, but
There's a strike, and it's 2-1. Abby McGrath is a 9th grader at Narden. She has a black belt in Taekwondo. Here's the pitch. Line drive, almost hit the runner. It goes into center field for a base hit, make it 11-1. The bases are still loaded, and there's still nobody out as McGrath gets a base hit and a run batted in. 11-1. Batter now should be see if this is Fiorelli or Berrigan. See, I caught myself that time. I think this should be Fiorelli, and it is. And her first time up, she bounced out to the second baseman. And we're going to get another change as going out to third base is number 00. And let's see, do I have a Revenge? So here's the pitch. Foul back onto the screen. Skylar Lober goes out to third base for the Revenge. Three runs in the inning. Here's the pitch to Fiorelli, who swings and chops it foul, making it an 11-1 game. Want to make sure we're on the same page
yes,
there.
We are.
Yes, okay, good. And we're uncertain of whatever mercy rule there is in this league and or championship games. The pitch, and it hit her apparently, and a run comes in. as Fiorelli heads down to first base. I think that hit her on the foot. It will make it a 12-1 game, and the bases are still loaded, and there's still nobody out. And now the batter is Ruby West, who's 0 for 2 on the day. Bases loaded, nobody out here in the top of the fourth in what's turned into a very long day for the Revenge. The pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. West was retired the pitcher to the shortstop and bounced out to the third baseman. Bases loaded, nobody out in the top of the fourth, 12-1. The Inferno leads the Revenge. Here's the pitch. Popped up down the third baseline, and nobody will be able to get that one. And it's just a simple foul ball. You could see her shaking her hands as she got it on the inside part of the bat, along the handle. So Ruby West will get back into that batter's box. And the pitch. Down low for a ball. Been a long and painful innings, certainly for the Revenge. Here's the pitch to West. In there for a strike. That's a called strike 3, and that is the first out of the inning. And the bases are still loaded. And the batter now is Grace Kozlowski. 1 for 2 with a run scored and a run batted in. Bases loaded, 1 away.
Let's see if that's just what the doctor ordered, and for Allison Heisler,
Well,
just to get her back into the way she was pitching before.
ball 1 is high and outside. The pitch. Ball 2, similar spot, 2-0. 12-1. The Inferno leads this one. Here's the pitch to Kozlowski. Swing and a miss. Good cut and a good pitch. The pitch. Outside for a ball. Bases loaded, 1 out. This game so far, all Inferno, as evidenced by the score. Sometimes the score doesn't tell, it's in there for a strike 2. Sometimes the score does not tell the full story, but tonight I think the score does tell the full story. At 12-1, the Inferno.
It certainly does, too, and I think that no matter, it may be a crazy way to look at things, but you can learn from your mistakes and from a situation like this.
Well, there's ball 4 and another run comes home, and that'll make it 13-1, and that is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th walk of the inning, and throw in a hit by pitch 2. It's 13-1.
13-1.
And back to the top of the batting order, Taylor Favorite, the batter. Bases loaded, 1 out. The pitch. Down low, ball 1, 1-0. The pitch. That's in there for a strike. Count evens at 1-1 on Taylor Favorite. She struck out swinging in the first, got a base hit and scored in the second, and flew out deep to center field in the third. And here we are in the 4th inning, and it's her 4th at bat of the game. The pitch. Up high, ball 2. 2-1 on Taylor Favorite. The pitch. High pop-up foul, out of play. And count evens at 2-2. We're at Kenmore West on a beautiful summer western New York night. You will not find better weather than what we're having today. Not unbearably hot or humid, just good weather. There's a line drive on 1 hop to the shortstop. She'll throw to the plate, not in time, and the run scores on the fielder's choice. And make that 14-1, and the bases are still loaded with only 1 away. So favorite is safe on the fielder's choice. And the bases are loaded, 14-1, and now it's Tatum Sprague. And timeout is called. An equipment issue down there at first base. Not sure what happened, but the runner from first has gone into the dugout. Six runs in the inning so far. Am I right there, Jim?
6 runs in the inning, and again we're starting over from the beginning. This is the
They've batted around. Ooh,
batted around.
Look out. Taylor Sprague fouls one off to the left. 14-1. Is that right? 14-1?
14-1, and
Yeah, I'm losing track. 13. Well, 13-1, the official score for the Revenge tells me. Down low, and that's a ball. You have 14 or 13?
14.
14, all right. He said 13. You say 14. A lot to a little, we'll put it that way. But pitch to Sprague is in there for a strike on the inside corner. Your score sheet's much neater than mine. You're very good at this kind of thing. Here's the pitch. Down low for a ball.
I think you got a lot more things to do than I do.
I don't know about that. The pitch. Line foul down the left side. Waiting for a new softball, apparently. And to get the ball back, and they'll can't play without a ball.
And we should shout out to the coaches of both teams, Coach Brzezinski and his staff for the Revenge. They spend a lot of time with these kids. Coach Wolf for the Inferno.
There's a bouncing ball into center field for a base hit. Everybody's, well, the runner at first stopped for some reason. Now the runner at third is coming home. So 2 runs score. 2 or 3. 2 runs scored. And now we're going to have Coach Budzinski out to the mound. There's a runner on second. That was a base hit by Sprague. And that makes it 16-1.
16-1.
All right, we're going to take a quick break here. You're watching Girls U14 Championship Softball on Western New York Athletics.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
So here's Ozinski, the batter. Pitches high and tight for a ball. We have a score of 16-1. And one of the runners at first base was called out because she left too early. That's when she took her helmet off. That's what the call I missed. And there's a chopped foul at home plate by Ozinski. Ozinski has walked twice, scored twice, and got a base hit back in the first inning. Right-handed batter. Long, tough evening for the Revenge so far. Runner on second. There's a swing and a miss for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Ozinski. They have batted around here in the top of the 4th. The pitch. Just outside for a ball.
Yeah, the kind of took me by surprise too on that leaving too early. Didn't quite see that.
See, I'm going to blame you because you used to be an umpire. The pitch is a ball.
I'll take it on my shoulders too.
The pitch is a ball. Because I did point out why she, I did say she left. That's why you're here, Jim. I'm just teasing. Chop foul at home plate. You got to find some humor in a 16-1 game.
Yes, you do. And I guess you could just say I dropped the ball.
Hey, that was good. And you're here all night. Tori Ozinski, the batter. It's been another huge inning for the Inferno. Here's the pitch. Bouncing ball towards second. Gloved by the second baseman. The throw to first is in time for the out, and the inning is over. But they add to the lead after 3.5. It's the Inferno 16. The Revenge 1. You're watching U14 Girls Championship Softball on Western New York Athletics.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
You're watching another live stream production by 300 Level Media, LLC. 300 Level Media can highlight your business by incorporating commercials, live reads and corporate logos throughout our WNY Athletics events. WNY Athletics is the premier high school sports streaming service in New York State, covering regular season contests through the state championships and everything in between, with over 1 million views annually. If you are interested in advertising on any of our platforms, please send a message to fwolf@wnyathletics.com or call 716-427-2600. Thank you for watching.
Bottom half of the 4th inning, Allison Heisler fouls one down the third baseline. She struck out swinging her first time up, and it's 0-1 on the pitcher for the Revenge. It is 16-1, the Inferno leading this one. The winner wins the U14 Niagara Frontier League Championship. Been pretty much all Inferno. The pitch lined right to the second baseman, gloved by Taylor Favorite, and there's one away. It's been that kind of night for the Revenge. When they have hit the ball hard, it's been right at somebody. One out, nobody on, and Grace Gallo, the center fielder, is the batter. She drew a base on balls in the first inning. The pitch, a little bit low and inside. Ball 1, 1-0. The pitch, in there for a strike, and the count evens up at 1-1 on the right-handed batter. Paul Wolf coaching down at that's not Paul, that's Mike Budzinski. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Paul Wolf will be headed to Michigan for the Muni AAA Baseball League World Series, try to make it a 4-peat shortly after this game ends. And now Jim Craig has returned, pitch is up high for a ball. And did you find out anything interesting?
Yes, the run rule this game is team's got to be 8 ahead after 5 innings. So we're in the bottom of the 4th, and the team that is down gets a chance to match the number of times that the opposing team who's up, in this case the Inferno, is bat. So they would get another 2 this bat plus 1 out there.
All right. Gallo fouls it off as the Revenge looks for base runners, doing anything they can to try to get back into this game. They have a mountain to climb, trailing 16-1. And it'll be interesting years from now how many of these young ladies play on their high school teams and how many of them can talk about their memories from this games. Should they, who knows, maybe they'll play for a Section 6 championship or a Monsignor Martin championship or just some really big games along the way.
You know, it's funny you say that because you get to a certain point and these kids don't forget. They really do. Well, that's a nice play by the shortstop.
Bounce to short. Tori Ozinski gloves it, fires over to Tatum Sprague for the out. 2 up and 2 down here for the revenge in the bottom of the fourth. And the batter now is Kate Budzinski, who drew a walk her first time up.
It was an excellent play by Osinski.
And there's a foul out of play. 0-1 on Budzinski.
Good mechanics. Got her shoulder square and pretty strong throw to first base.
The pitch. Little bit high for a ball. 1-1 on Budzinski. 16-1. The Inferno leading the revenge. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 1-2.
It's amazing how the kids, Stu, can remember where they've been and whether they played in the house leagues or whatever. They remember those championships too. So you're 100% right. Once they get up to that high school level.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left. After 4 complete, the Inferno 16, the Revenge 1, and you're watching Girls U14 Championship Softball on Western New York Athletics.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
You're watching another live stream production by 300 Level Media, LLC. 300 Level Media can highlight your business by incorporating commercials, live reads and corporate logos throughout our WNY Athletics events. WNY Athletics is the premier high school sports streaming service in New York State, covering regular season contests through the state championships and everything in between, with over 1 million views annually. If you are interested in advertising on any of our platforms, please send a message to fwolf@wnyathletics.com or call 716-427-2600. Thank you for watching.
Top half of the 5th inning, Olivia DeCoux will lead off for the Inferno. Jim, in the bottom of the 4th inning, the top of the 4th, the Inferno had 1 hit and scored how many times?
8 times.
8 times on 1 hit, and that's what the base on balls will do for you, or to you, depending on which side you're at. DeCoux is 2 for 3, 2 runs scored, and is set to lead off here in the top half of the 5th inning with the Inferno up 16-1. And I think we have another pitching change for the Revenge, do we not? Swing and a miss, strike 1, 0-1. We have 24 out there, 29.
29.
I don't think that's Heisler.
Katie?
The pitch, oh, there's a high pop-up. They let it bounce. Shortstop couldn't make the play, and DeCoux is on first base. Is that Budzinski?
Kate Budzinski, the coach's daughter.
Coach's daughter. And that one, I think that ball should have been caught. It was not. There's a runner on first with nobody out. I don't know if the sun got into somebody's eyes there, but that ball needed to be caught. Runner on first, nobody out. Jocelyn Wolf is the batter. All these Inferno players have had big games at the plate. She takes a strike. Got a base hit and an RBI in the first. Walked and got an RBI in the fourth. And in between got a hit and scored a run. So she's 2 for 2 with a run batted in and 2 runs scored. The pitch to Wolf. Down low. Nice stop by the catcher. And that's a different catcher too. Dombrowski is now catching the pitch. That's a ball. So Cassidy Dombrowski's behind the plate, and Kate Budzinski's on the mound. So a completely new battery for the Revenge. And should these teams ever meet again, and there's a line drive into right field for a base hit, and the runners will stop at first and second. So runners at first and second, nobody out, a solid single for Wolf, and the batter is the extra hitter, Maddie Wells. Should these teams ever meet again, and the Revenge find a way to win a game, then I could use my line that I've been waiting for all night and won't have the opportunity. Revenge is a dish, best served cold, but not going to get a chance to use that one tonight, barring a miraculous big-time comeback in the bottom of the fifth. The pitch is fouled back onto the screen, 0-1.
Very good line.
Thank you.
Very good.
I've been waiting to use that one all night, honestly. I was like, when am I ever going to get a chance? First and second, nobody out. There's the pitch to Wells. Bouncing ball toward the second baseman, and it goes right through her into right field, and the bases are loaded. And there's still nobody out. So it's been that kind of night. Wells is on. Error on the second baseman. And now the batter is Abby McGrath, who's gone the whole way on the mound for the Inferno. She was retired by the first baseman, called out on strikes, got a base hit and a run batted in that crazy fourth inning, and that was an infield hit. Pitch is in there for a strike. That was a good pitch by Budzinski right there, 0-1. That ball had some movement on it.
Again, it kind of goes back to what we were discussing, Stu, in the beginning. And you put the ball in play, and anything can happen. And unfortunately, there's a few plays that the Revenge infielders and outfielders wish they had back. But between that and the combination of that and the bases on balls, it's been a tough night for the Revenge.
Bases loaded, nobody out. 16-1 Inferno leading the Revenge. The pitch, high and outside for a ball on Abby McGrath. This game has taken an hour and 37 minutes, and we're only in the fifth inning. The pitch, down low for a ball. Here's the pitch. And there's a base hit that'll drop into left field, and the throw will come into the plate, but way too late. The run scores make it 17-1. And the bases are still loaded with nobody out.
It's a sawed-off single to left field.
That's a great description, sawed off. So now this should be Peyton Berrigan, because Bianca Fiorelli hit last time, so this should be Berrigan. And time is called, and we got another runner called out for leaving too soon.
Too soon.
So McGrath is out. I don't know how to write left too soon in my score sheet, so I'll leave that up to you. I'll put left. There's Berrigan, second and third. Will that work?
That'll work great. It's an out.
Yeah, right. Second and third, one out, top of the fifth. One run in, 17-1. The Inferno leading this one. The pitch, down low, nice stop by the catcher. That's Dombrowski behind the plate now. Berrigan the batter. Her first time up, she drew a walk and scored. Swing and a miss for a strike. Now, Peyton Berrigan is a ninth grader at Lewiston Porter. And you know what she likes to do? She's a good baker. In there for a strike. And as a consumer, I love baked goods. So anytime she wants to bake, let us know and we'll gladly sample some of those delicious, whatever it is she's baking. How's that?
It sounds good to me.
Swing and a miss, strike three, struck her out. That's the second out of the inning. And the batter now will be Ruby West. West bounced into a force play. and was retired by the third baseman to the first baseman and was called down on strike. So she's looking for her first hit of the night, is Ruby West. Runners at second and third. The pitch is outside, ball one. Only one run in the inning so far. The runners at second and third. West can add to the carnage with a base hit. She takes a strike. That's a really good pitch. Budzinski looking pretty good on the mound here.
He's really gotten into a rhythm and throws the ball very hard. Nice pitcher.
The pitch. Bouncing ball toward short. Bobbled by the shortstop. Another run will score. And it's 18-1. And now they're runners at first and second with two away. And the batter now is Grace Kozlowski. 18-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. 0-1. One of the reasons you have an advantage with your score sheet is you use a pencil. I should use a pencil, but I break the points all the time. And there's a pitch for a strike. Good pitch there from Budzinski. Yes.
Better late than never.
Well, yeah, I break the points all the time, and I use up the erasers, so I just figure I'll use the pen. The pitch. And there's a line drive base hit into right center field. That will load the bases, and they'll go back to the top of the order. That's the second hit of the day for Kozlowski, excuse me. So the bases are loaded one more time, and now Taylor Favorite is the batter. This is the fifth inning, and this is her fifth at-bat of the game. I wonder how often that's actually happened to someone. Fifth inning, and you batted every inning. A night you'll never forget.
No.
Ball high and outside. Now, in fact, here's the I don't know, it's not funny, but she started the game out by striking out swinging. Then she got a base hit and scored. She flew out to the center fielder, real nice catch, and then she banged into a fielder's choice and drove in a run. Swing and a miss for a strike. So it's been quite a night for Taylor Favorite, actually for all the Inferno hitters. Been all kinds of traffic on the base paths. The pitch. Swing and a miss. I think she might have foul tipped that one, but it's strike two either way. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Taylor Favorite. The pitch. Line drive into left field. That'll drop in for a base hit. Here comes one run. Here comes a second run. And it is 20-1, and everybody else will simply stop running. As you could see that they easily could have kept on running, but decided against it. So that makes it a 20. And I've totally lost track of my score sheet here. But that's 2 runs batted in for Taylor Favorite. And the batter now is Tatum Sprague. And did someone leave early again? Because
I believe so at first base.
okay, that's the 3rd time, and that'll be something I'm sure Coach Wolf will address. But after 4.5, it is the Inferno 20, the Revenge 1. You're watching U14 Girls Championship Softball on Western New York Athletics.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
You're watching another live stream production by 300 Level Media, LLC. 300 Level Media can highlight your business by incorporating commercials, live reads, and corporate logos throughout our WNY Athletics events. WNY Athletics is the premier high school sports streaming service in New York State, covering regular season contests through the state championships and everything in between, with over 1 million views annually. If you are interested in advertising on any of our platforms, please send a message to fwolf@wnyathletics.com or call 716-427-2600. Thank you for watching.
.20 and the Revenge won here in the bottom of the fifth. So barring a miracle, this game will end after 5 innings, and Skylar LeBeur leads it off for the Revenge. She struck out swinging her only time up, and she chops one foul at home plate. 0-1. So Abby McGrath has been on the mound, and she's been excellent all day for the Inferno. Gave up a run in the first inning and nothing since. The pitch. Down low for a ball, 1-0. Nice stop by Jocelyn Wolf. And how many hits do the Revenge have there, Jim? We got 3 or 4, if that.
No, it's
2?
unofficially 2 hits.
2, and there's a chopper toward short. Gloved by the shortstop. The throw to first is in time. Nice play. Tori Ozinski to Tatum Sprague, and there's one away.
Very impressed with Ozinski. He's done a great job. Very good mechanics, strong movement to the ball, and a very strong arm.
Cassidy Dombrowski is the batter. 1 out, nobody on. Pitch is high and away, ball 1, 1-0. She was retired on a pop-up to the pitcher in her only at-bat. I'm taking a guess, that's a ball down low, that the celebration might be a little bit muted because this game has not really been in doubt for the longest time. So maybe that'll mute. And as you mentioned, you don't really want to show up the other team. Ball off the catcher's glove, back to the screen. But nonetheless, they will celebrate because they are winning a championship.
Absolutely true. And the thing is, everybody has their good days, and you hope you have more good days than bad days.
The pitch. Ball 4. And the Revenge get a base runner. Dombrowski heads down to first base. A 4-pitch walk. And the batter now is Juliana Bainbridge. The pitch. Bouncing ball towards second, and she'll take the easy play and get the out at first as Taylor Favorite to Tatum Sprague, and Dombrowski heads down to second. 4-3 on the putout, and now 2 down, and Sophia Tata, who bounced out to the third baseman, her only time up, is the last hope for the Revenge as they try to keep this game alive. And she bounces one towards short, gloved by the shortstop to first base in time for the out. A hard hit ball, but right at Tori Ozinski, who fires over to Tatum Sprague, and the inning and the game is over. The Inferno win the U14 Niagara Frontier League championship game by a score of 20-1 over the Inferno. So, Jim, it was not necessarily the game anybody had hoped for. It was rather lopsided, one-sided, unfortunately, but taking nothing away from the Inferno.
No, they had the bats going right away. They're pitching and taking a look at McGrath, and we said that unofficially she had a 2-hitter. She gave up 3 walks in the first inning and just settled down from there, and pitched very well. I think the real difference in this game, besides the number of walks, was that the Inferno played some really good defense. Osinski had a tremendous day at shortstop, and the rest of the Inferno team was the same.
Well, in the Inferno bats, their balls, they had a bunch that weren't played, but also the ones that they found some spots. They just found spots where the ball could drop in and a play couldn't be made. But either way, the Inferno wins it 20-1. We want to thank you all for watching. Dana Gunther is our producer. Jim Craig is our color man. My name is Stu Boyer. We want to thank you all for watching. Once again, the final score in the U14 Niagara Frontier Girls Softball U14 Championship game. The Inferno 20, the Revenge 1. Thank you for watching, and have a good night, everybody.